Welcome. Welcome. It's great to see you all. Thanks so much for coming. My name's Emily Paremain, and I'm the Institute Manager for the Institute for Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. And I'm one of the organisers of this event, along with Charlie Kirkwood, who I expect you know, and Helen Chapman, who I think maybe not be in the room at the moment, but she's around, and I expect you've met her. We're very excited to be presenting this conference today, and it's the first one, I think, in Exeter that's focused on AI for geological modelling and mapping. My role is, at this point in time, is just to give you the sort of formalities of the day and to introduce you, to let you know a few notices. So, the refreshments, I expect you've already found them as you came in. They're going to be in the main atrium area of the XFI building. Lunch is going to be in there as well. The bathrooms, when you need them, are just outside the room here in the foyer area and also off of the atrium area. We're not expecting any fire alarm tests today or tomorrow, apart from a tiny one tomorrow morning about 8:30, which won't interrupt us because we won't have started then. So if there's a fire alarm, then we better leave the building. And the exits are through that door and on the right, or out from the main XFI atrium through one of either the front entrance or the rear entrance. And the sort of communal waiting area is just down towards the main road, outside the Streatham Court building, which is just on the left before you get to the main road. We are planning to take photographs during the event, so hopefully there'll be quite a lot of informal ones being taken as people are just talking, as well as hopefully a group photo at lunchtime for as many of you as who would like to be in it. Obviously, if anybody would really rather not be in any photographs, can you let me or Charlie or Helen know, and we'll make sure that you're not in them. We'd like to share some information about the event on social media. So if you're using social media, then please do use the hashtag AI_GMM. So that's the end of my notices. So I'd like to now ask our Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Business Engagement and Innovation to formally open the conference, Stuart Brocklehurst.
Well, thank you, everyone, and welcome. It's wonderful to see so many people here today. So, as Emily said, I'm Stuart Brocklehurst. I'm afraid I have to start, though, with a confession, which is I'm an imposter. Unlike most people in this room, I'm not an academic. I joined the university from a business background. I'm a recovering entrepreneur. But there is a few things that I've learned in my year and a bit in the university now about academia. And one of those is that academics do love putting things in order. And so there are some stats which some of you may already be familiar with, but which are worth rehearsing to give context to this meeting today. The geologists in the room, I'm sure, will already be aware that our Camborne School of Mines is the sole remaining active mining school in the UK and is ranked first in Europe for minerals and mining engineering and 14th in the world. We're also 30th in the world for geophysics, 34th for geology, 37th for geography, 39th for environmental science, and 40th for marine sciences, all according to the QS World University Rankings. Sustainable development goals are absolutely core to us here at Exeter. We have a very clear mission as a university, which is to make the world greener, healthier, and fairer. And that links to the UN SDGs. And we're very proud to be the top-ranked university by Times Higher in the UK for 3 of those, top in Europe for 2, top in the world for 1. And we're actually investing in a big new centre, a £30 million new building. Will be going up thanks to a very generous donation to home and house our focus on the SDGs. You'll also probably be quite aware that Exeter is a real, so to speak, hotspot when it comes to climate science. Clearly, we're very fortunate to have the Met Office here, close partners of ours, and we have in total 1,500 researchers working on some area of environment and climate. And that includes more of the world's top 100 ranked climate scientists than any other university anywhere in the world, and more IPCC lead authors. Did I add too many C's there? Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change lead authors than any other university. So this conference today really sits at the confluence of so many things which are really important to us and where we have strengths, because, of course, so much of what I've been talking about links back to data science, probabilistic weather and climate forecasting, understanding geology through machine learning, and far more. We know that probabilistic modelling will be increasingly important for the future of geological mapping and helping us to make the right decisions, the right geological decisions in future. And geology is going to be critical to our combined response to the climate crisis by accessing geothermal energy, critical minerals to power the provision of renewables and electric vehicles, and subsurface carbon storage. But our ability to utilize these options depends on the quality of our geological models and maps. So this event today, Artificial Intelligence for Geological Modeling and Mapping, sits at that intersection of geoscience, probabilistic modeling and data science, and global systems thinking. The conference is being hosted by the Institute for Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, which is one branch of the Turing, the UK's National Institute for AI. And we recognise the importance of geological knowledge for enabling whole Earth system solutions to tackle the climate crisis and to deliver the infrastructure projects which will do so. I'd like especially to thank Emily, Charlie, and Helen for bringing this together. We're so proud to be hosting it. And thank all of you for coming from near and from far. We're really pleased to see you all today. I would encourage you to make best use of the opportunity to meet new colleagues and old, and to make connections across sectors. And enjoy the program. I hope it gives you stimulation, information, and possibly even entertainment along the way as well. And with that, I'd now like to introduce the Director of Exeter's Institute for Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, Aline Villavicencio.
Hi. Oh, let's see if I do that. Hi, and I think... It's going to be very quick, but so forgive me for the loud voice, but it's a very nice opportunity to give you a wonderful welcome to Exeter. So the Institute for Data Science and AI provides a forum for discussing interdisciplinary research relating to the big challenges of society today, as for example, healthcare, a fair society, and of course, environmental and sustainability causes. And it's a great opportunity to actually get people together here from so many different backgrounds to tackle these problems. So the university as a whole, as Stuart mentioned, has a real strength and interest in specifically the environment and sustainability. And we would love to see this as a first step in a series of conferences. So thank you so much all for coming here, and I would like to introduce Charlie Kirkwood. But before I say that, I would like to use this moment to say something personal. So you might have seen on the news the recent floods that happened in South Brazil. And this actually affected my hometown, and half of the town is still underwater 2 weeks after the event. So this is the perfect forum for actually discussing what happened there. Is it just climate change? Is it normal events? So, and how we can use science, AI and data science to solve some of these problems and replan society in a equilibrium with the environment. So thank you so much, Charlie, for organizing this, Emily and Helen. Thank you.
I think I'm just going to shout. I think I'll just shout. Thanks. So, thank you so much for coming. You've already been thanked, but it really is amazing how far people have come from for this. Yeah, I hope you have a great time here is the main thing to say. I don't have too long to speak. It's not every day or every decade that it feels like technology is kind of evolving so quickly that we can start to tackle old problems in new ways. But I think it feels like that in geology at the moment. It feels like that in lots of things at the moment, thanks to this kind of rise of AI. So the fact that we've all gathered together here to discuss that specifically over the next couple of days is, well, for me, it's really exciting, and I hope it's really exciting for all of you as well. I guess it is because you've all come. So thanks for that. I'm meant to be making some reminders, but I barely have time. The most important one is we've got these discussion groups tomorrow that you can see in the program, and there's 7 different topics of discussion, and there's 7 different sheets of paper here, one for each different topic. So over the next day, when you get a chance, come over here and write your name against the discussion group that you'd most like to be involved with, because that's how we're going to split that up. We will have a conference group photo today at 1:15, which is going to be towards the end of our lunch break, and we're going to do that on the lawn behind the XFI atrium. So that's basically where you were just having coffees. We'll just be out the back there. So if you want to be in the picture, and I hope that you will, then please, everyone gather on the lawn at 1:15 today. And at 5 p.m. today, so this is at the end of the day, we're going to go down to the pub, which is called the Imperial. And I think this might actually be on one of the maps here. But I haven't highlighted it in the program, but it's this one. It's the Imperial at JD Wetherspoon. But we'll go down there en masse anyway, so it should be easy to find. But that's where we'll be in between the end of the conference and then the conference dinner. And I think not everyone is registered for the conference dinner. That's fine. There's plenty of other places you can go, but we can all gather in Wetherspoons, if they'll let us go in between. So that's the announcements.